Today I want to focus a bit on small birds, and I found this really good place with loads of thistles nearby. So I'm going to bring Pop-up Hide, grab my bike, head down there, spend some time, spend a few hours in the morning in the hide, hopefully get some photos of some goldfinch. Field here with a lot of thistle. There's a lot of these creeping thistles and a few sword thistles in there as well, and that is the favorite goldfinch. So that's what I'm here for. I found this just last week, and it also has a lot of this yellow you can see. I think that's goldenrod, which can make for some really cool backgrounds and foregrounds. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on. That's why I brought my hide. I'm just going to put the pop-up hide somewhere in here and just sit down in it and see what comes. You can hear them here as well. I don't know if you can hear them, but there's that's the goldfinch that you can hear here. Quite a bubbly sounding bird. It's a good idea. I've said this before. It's a really good idea to learn a bit of bird songs if you're into bird photography, so you know that what birds are where without actually having to spot them. You can actually just hear it. I have a video to get started on that. I'll put a link to it if you're interested. Anyways, now though, let's just head on into this field. And I've worn some very kind of, well, I always wear these trousers, but they're quite hardcore because I have to walk through stinging nettles and thistles and just all kinds of stuff that'll mess me up. So definitely not a place for shorts. Yeah, it's just started to rain a little bit, so I'm very happy that I have the hide. It's just such a nice little way to out of the rain and stuff like that, and it gives me a bit of protection for being seen by the birds as well. For these birds, I'm pretty certain that I could go out and photograph them as well. They'll probably get used to me, and I can kind of sneak around very quietly. But with the hide, it does allow me those chance encounters when they land right next to the hide, which they probably wouldn't do if I was sitting here in the open. So I'll sit here in the hide for a bit, but if I see that the goldfinch are like, because this is a big area of these thistles, if I see the goldfinch are mostly hanging out in the corner or something like that, I might try and sneak over there for some images. But this is just perfect now for me to sit here, have my breakfast, have some coffee. There's nothing as good as the first cup of coffee in the morning. This rainbow seems to follow me around. This is another amazing one. noticed that a lot of activity out my side window. Goldfinch, but they're feeding lower down most of the time. Just every now and then they come up top, but I can get some kind of a photo. So far we just got one, and it looks like it's a juvenile. There's a lot of activity here just now, and then everything just disappeared. I look over in the bushes, the shrubs behind me. Sure enough, a sparrowhawk is sitting on the branch. I didn't get any footage of it, unfortunately. It disappeared really fast. So hopefully, a little bit of time, and then they'll feel safe again, and they'll come back down to feed. I don't really have any good images yet. That was probably sat here for 2 hours, and that was the first bit of activity close to the hide that I got. And it wasn't, I got my tripod and everything set up here, but they came out this window, so I had to just kind of hold it mid-air. But it's such a light camera, so I could actually just lean it on the window, so it worked out pretty well anyways.